How do you align your energy with what you truly want so it actually sticks and becomes real? There's a hidden secret woven into the very fabric of existence, something so mysterious that even Einstein described it as spooky action at a distance. It's the idea that one particle can instantly influence another, no matter how far apart they are, across miles, light years, even entire galaxies. Now, here's where it gets really wild. What if your thoughts work the same way? What if the deepest patterns in your subconscious aren't just steering your life, but actually connecting you to an entire reality itself? You might not even realize this is real yet. And no, this isn't some sci-fi story. It's quantum entanglement. Stay with me until the end of this video, because today we're diving into the fascinating link between quantum physics and your subconscious mind. I'm going to reveal a method that could completely shift how you experience reality, maybe for good. For generations, we've been taught that the physical world and our minds are two totally separate things, that your thoughts live only in your head and have no real impact on what happens around you. But what if that's not the full picture? Then quantum physics came along and shattered that old belief. Scientists discovered that the foundation of reality doesn't play by the rules we once thought it did. The tiniest particles, the basic ingredients of everything, don't just sit still in one place. They blink in and out of existence, shift the moment we observe them. And the strangest part, they can become entangled. That's where things get truly mind-bending, because if two particles can stay connected beyond space and time itself, what's stopping entire systems from doing the same? And if that's possible, why not consciousness? Imagine if your subconscious is already wired to your future. What if the life you're dreaming about isn't just some fantasy, but a reality you're already connected to on a quantum level? Sounds like science fiction, right? But hang on, because today I'm breaking it all down step by step, so you can truly see how powerful this idea really is. To get there, we've got to dive into the mystery of quantum entanglement, one of the most mind-blowing discoveries in modern physics. Here's what happens when two particles become entangled. They stop acting like individual pieces. Instead, they start behaving as if they're part of one shared system, completely connected, no matter how far apart they are. When you change one, the other responds instantly, faster than light itself. It sounds impossible, right? Even Einstein was so baffled by it that he called it spooky action at a distance. But experiment after experiment has confirmed it's real. Scientists like Alan Aspect and John Closer have actually proven this strange connection exists. Experiments have proven that particles can stay connected across massive distances, instantly reacting to one another. Now here's where things get seriously exciting. If everything in the universe is made of energy, and quantum entanglement is built into the laws of nature, then why would your thoughts and emotions be any different? What if your subconscious mind is already linked to the reality you're trying to create? What if the energy you project, your beliefs, your emotions, your deepest intentions, isn't just shaping your surroundings, but influencing something far greater? Your reality is already intertwined with the version of you who has everything you've ever wanted. This is where we step beyond physics and tap into something even more powerful, the ability of your mind to reshape your destiny. In the next part of this video, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Right now, whether you realize it or not, your subconscious is already sending signals out into the quantum field. Just think about it. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every emotion you experience, it's all energy being broadcast into reality. Your emotions create energy. And this isn't just some nice metaphor. That energy is real and measurable. Research in both neuroscience and quantum physics shows that simply observing something can alter it at the smallest, most fundamental level. But what if that principle doesn't stop with particles? What if your mind is constantly observing and shaping the reality you experience every day? Here's the wild part. Most of it happens on autopilot. You're not consciously deciding what to believe about money, love, success, or happiness. Those patterns run deep beneath the surface. Your subconscious is already hard at work. And this is where quantum entanglement becomes deeply personal. If your subconscious is connected to a future version of you, what kind of reality are you syncing with? Are you aligned with abundance, health, and success? Or are you unknowingly tuned into a frequency of struggle, scarcity, and limitation? The truth is, it all depends on how your subconscious is programmed. If you want to shift your reality, you've got to change the signal you're broadcasting. So, let's unpack this step by step. Your subconscious mind works like a powerful radio antenna, constantly sending out and picking up signals. Neuroscientists have discovered that your brain emits electromagnetic waves that extend far beyond your physical body. And here's the fascinating part. Those waves shift depending on what you think, feel, and believe. But it gets even more mind-blowing. Physicist Dr. John Heelan explored how human consciousness interacts with quantum fields, and his research suggests that awareness itself is a kind of energy field, a force that stretches past the body and connects directly with the world around us. When it comes to the universe, your subconscious mind isn't just sitting quietly inside your head. It's part of something far greater. Just like entangled particles can share information across infinite distances, your mind has the power to reach into future possibilities before they even unfold. So, if your subconscious is programmed to expect scarcity, you're essentially tuning into a future filled with limitation. But if it's wired for abundance, you're automatically aligned with opportunity, growth, and success. When your subconscious is wired for self-doubt, you naturally get pulled into obstacles and setbacks. But when it's tuned for confidence, you attract breakthroughs instead. The challenge is, most people never take the time to reprogram this deep inner connection. They wake up every day replaying the same thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. And without realizing it, they keep recreating the same version of reality. But here's the exciting part. You can rewire your subconscious and shift what you're aligned with. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you next. Let's dig into just how deeply our consciousness connects with reality by exploring one of the most legendary quantum experiments ever, the double-slit experiment. In this test, scientists shot tiny particles, like electrons, at a barrier with two slits. Logically, you'd expect each particle to pass through one slit or the other, right? But nope, that's not what happened. Instead, the particles acted as if they went through both slits simultaneously, behaving like waves spread out in multiple places at once. Pretty wild, right? But here's where things get truly mind-blowing. The moment someone actually observed the particles, everything shifted. They stopped acting like waves and snapped into a definite state, passing through just one slit. In other words, the simple act of observation changed reality itself. Now think about what that means for your own mind. If observing something on a quantum level can alter how it behaves, what happens when you focus your attention on a specific future? Your subconscious is always observing, always sending out signals, always turning potential into something real. And if you learn to direct that focus with intention, well, that's where real transformation begins. Don't let your subconscious call all the shots by deciding what you focus on. Right now, you've got a choice. Keep fueling those old thought patterns that hold you back, or start deliberately shifting what your mind locks onto. The first step is learning to redirect your subconscious attention. Here's the simple yet powerful way to begin. The quantum focus technique. Before you fall asleep tonight, close your eyes, take 3 slow, deep breaths, and picture the reality you want as if it's unfolding right now. Feel it, believe it, and let your mind tune into that version of you. It's already happening. Not like some far-off dream, but like a memory that's unfolding right now. Engage every sense you've got. Hear the sounds. Feel the emotions. Notice every tiny detail. The secret is to feel it as real, close, vivid, and already yours. As you drift towards sleep, quietly repeat to yourself, I'm connected to my highest reality. I align with it now. With every repetition, you're tuning your energy and reshaping reality in your favor. Just like the observer in the double-slit experiment, changing the outcome simply through focused attention. You're retraining your subconscious to sync with the reality you truly want. The more you practice this, the more the quantum field starts responding, synchronicities appear, opportunities line up, and your entire perception of reality begins to shift. Why? Because you're no longer anchored to the past. You're linked to your future. No, most people believe reality is fixed, that progress takes time, and transformation moves slowly. But if you've been following along, you already know the quantum world doesn't play by those rules. Here's the truth: reality is always in motion, constantly shifting and expanding. Right now, countless versions of your future exist all at once within a single reality. In one, you're repeating the same old patterns. In another, you've already achieved everything you've been dreaming about. And in yet another, you've evolved into the person you were always meant to become. So the real question is, which version are you tuned into? Because your subconscious is constantly choosing your future, whether you realize it or not. But imagine if you could step in, take the wheel, and consciously choose the version you live in. What if you could actually take control of the big shifts in your life and make them happen faster? That's exactly what we're about to explore. If you want to manifest quicker, make bold leaps, and step effortlessly into a new reality, here's the key thing to understand. Reality doesn't change just because you push harder. It changes when your frequency changes. By now, you've probably realized that quantum entanglement proves how things can stay connected beyond time and space. And your subconscious mind works in that very same way. Your subconscious is already entangled with a future version of you. But here's where most people get stuck. They believe transformation has to be slow, that you need to grind and struggle to create something better. But the quantum world doesn't operate that way. Just like an electron can exist in multiple states at once, you can shift into a new state of being in an instant. The only thing standing in your way is your current frequency. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research on neuroplasticity and quantum physics reveals that your emotions, beliefs, and subconscious wiring all work together to shape that frequency, and therefore your reality. Your mental programming shapes the reality you experience. That's why some people struggle for years, while others seem to level up almost overnight. It's not luck, it's that they figured out how to shift their mindset faster. And now, I'm going to show you how to do the same. The biggest reason most people can't create lasting change is that they try to fix their actions without transforming their identity. Here's the real truth: you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are at your core. If your subconscious is still anchored in limitation, you'll keep seeing yourself as someone who struggles. And no matter how hard you push, your outer world won't truly shift. That's why instead of chasing change, you need to embody it. And that's where the quantum shift method comes in. Practice these steps every day, and you'll start seeing results faster than you ever imagined. Step 1. Let go of your old reality. Most people are trapped in the past, replaying the same memories, reliving the same emotions, and unconsciously repeating the same patterns over and over again. You keep fueling the same old subconscious beliefs. But here's the truth: if you really want to change, you've got to release the version of yourself that's been keeping you stuck. So how do you do that? Take 10 minutes a day to simply be still. Close your eyes and imagine your current identity dissolving. See every label, every limitation, every story you've told yourself fading away like smoke. Watch it all break apart and turn into pure energy. Why? Because the moment you stop holding on to who you were, you create space for who you're truly meant to become. And that leads us straight into the next step. Step 2. Tune into the new frequency. Now that you've released your past identity, it's time to align with your new reality. Remember, it already exists. You just have to match its signal. Here's how. Close your eyes and visualize the version of you who already has everything you've been working toward. Don't just see it, feel it. What emotions does that version of you carry every day? Confidence? Freedom? Gratitude? The secret is to start living those emotions now, not someday. Because when you feel the energy of your future in this very moment, you become it. When you collapse time, you stop waiting for your dreams to show up, because you're already vibrating at the frequency of your next reality. That's the moment real quantum shifts begin. Step 3. Take inspired action without forcing it. Once you've realigned your inner state, you won't need to chase or struggle. The right ideas, people, and opportunities will start finding you. Your only job? Follow the flow of that energy. Here's how to practice it daily. Ask yourself, what would my future self do right now? Then make choices from that mindset, as if you already are that version of you. The more you align with your new frequency, the faster your outer world starts reflecting it. And that's when things begin to flow effortlessly. Still skeptical? Let's look at real people who've used these exact principles to completely transform their lives. Take Jim Carrey, for example. Long before he became famous, he wrote himself a check for $10 million and kept it in his wallet, feeling deep down like he'd already earned that success. A few years later, he landed a movie role and got paid that exact amount. Oprah Winfrey also talks about how she always felt successful long before the world saw it, because she had already transformed on the inside. The same pattern shows up in people who overcome so-called incurable illnesses. Countless studies reveal that spontaneous healing often begins when someone shifts their emotional and mental state so deeply that their body follows suit. So what's the common thread? They all aligned their inner frequency first, and then their outer world caught up. And here's the best part. You can do the same. By now, you understand something most people never do. You're not stuck, and your reality is never set in stone. Right now, you're tuned into a certain version of your future. But in any moment, you have the power to rewrite it completely. It all starts with one simple choice. The choice to stop feeding your old habits, to align your subconscious with your highest self, and to step into your new reality right now. If you're ready for that shift, drop a comment below and say, I choose my highest reality. Because the instant you declare it, the quantum field starts responding. The transformation has already begun. And your conscious awareness is just the first spark. Beneath everything you do lies something far more powerful, your subconscious mind. Psychologists and neuroscientists estimate that around 95% of your choices, emotions, and behaviors come straight from subconscious programming. It's the hidden system storing your beliefs, fears, and deepest memories, all running quietly in the background. Here's the wild part. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. That's why your dreams feel so vivid, and why visualization can genuinely boost your performance. It's because, to your subconscious, it's all happening for real. Athletes have been shown to recover faster when they stay calm and patient, and meditation can literally rewire the brain. But what if your subconscious is doing something even more fascinating? What if, just like entangled particles, it's already connected to your future experiences, subtly pulling you toward the outcomes you expect, believe in, or even fear the most? And this isn't just speculation. Research in quantum cognition suggests that the way we observe and expect reality to behave can actually influence how events unfold, just like the strange laws that govern quantum mechanics. And this brings us to, here's a question that could completely flip how you think about manifestation. What if the real secret to creating the life you want is getting your subconscious on the same frequency as your desires? So what does that actually mean? It means you're not just a passenger in this universe. For far too long, we've been taught that life simply happens to us, that we're separate from everything around us, powerless to shape the outcome. But quantum physics has shattered that illusion. Your mind isn't a passive observer. It's an active force, constantly influencing and shaping the reality you experience. You're not separate from reality. You're part of it, shaping it, influencing it every second. Right now, your thoughts, emotions, and subconscious patterns are blending with possibilities that haven't even surfaced yet. So ask yourself, which version of reality are you tuning into? Because whether you realize it or not, you're already connected to a future, one of expansion or limitation, abundance or scarcity, awakening or stagnation. And the choice is completely yours. We've explored how quantum entanglement isn't just something that happens at the microscopic level. It mirrors how your own consciousness connects with the universe itself. At the tiniest, almost invisible level, this is already unfolding in your life. Your thoughts, emotions, and subconscious habits are quietly steering you toward a specific version of reality. And now, you've got a decision to make. Keep running on autopilot, replaying the same old struggles and limitations, or consciously align yourself with the future you truly want to experience. If you're ready to go beyond just understanding manifestation and actually live it, then I've got something powerful to share with you next. I've created something special for you. It's called the Quantum Attraction Code. This is a powerful tool designed to help you effortlessly sync your subconscious with the reality you truly want. Here's the best part. You don't need to force affirmations, fake belief, or spend hours meditating and visualizing. You simply listen. These carefully engineered audio frequencies are built using real scientific principles to reprogram your subconscious, dissolve limiting beliefs, and align your energy with the frequency of your goals. So manifestation starts feeling natural, not forced. The reality you're trying to attract begins to unfold naturally because your subconscious starts doing the work for you. So, if you've ever felt like something invisible was blocking you from manifesting what you truly desire, this might be the missing piece.